What's up YouTube? Cliff here from the Sunday Drive. Today we're going to answer 3 common questions, or at least 3 questions I had after I got in an accident and need to replace some stuff on my truck. So number 1, how do you remove your grille? How to remove the headlights? And lastly, how to remove the bumper. So this is the first part you need to go ahead and remove, your grille and the lower white trim piece that goes right above the bumper. Unfortunately, the way GM designed this is kind of the linchpin. There's bolts that are blocked for both the headlight and the bumper, and you have to remove this first in order to access them. Now there's a total of 8 bolts that you need to remove from the grille and 4 from the white trim piece. There's 4 along the top of the grille and then 4 along the bottom of the grille. For the white trim piece, there's 2 on either end. All right, so this is a little heavier. All right, now there's a total of 14 bolts for this, 6 along the bottom and 8 along the top. Last but not least, the headlight. Now this has 4 bolts in order to remove it. And again, just like with the bumper, you have to have that grille out first. So you have 2 on the top right here. And then there's 1 in the front and 1 on the side. So this is where your fender would be. And I'm also gonna have another video that shows how to remove this bezel in case you want to paint it or change it up. All right, so there's 12 push pins. You got to release. Go ahead and take like a flathead screwdriver to pry this up. Get started, and then you can get a trim tool under there like so. And that'll pry out. Just do that to all 12 of them. With the top now exposed, there are 4 10mm bolts along the top. Now you're gonna notice my one headlight is out. That's because that one is completely busted from the accident. But without it being broken, there would not be a way to remove that at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these 10mm bolts on top. Now there are 4 additional 10mm bolts holding this at the bottom. Up underneath the bumper, looking right here is where your license plate would be on the other side of this. There's 2 10mm bolts right here, 1 here, 1 here. So the bolt is facing towards the inside of the vehicle. All right, so we're over on the passenger side of the front of my truck. This is the front passenger side fog light right there. And if you look right over to the left of it, you're not gonna be able to see this in the video because it's way up in here, but the additional bolt that you need to remove the grille is right here. It's the same as the 2 in the middle. It faces back towards the inside of the truck. We're gonna go ahead and remove this white trim piece and the grille as one piece. We're gonna remove this 7mm bolt right here, and then there's a second 7mm bolt directly up right there. With all the bolts removed, there are a whole bunch of clips along here and up underneath this light that we're gonna need to release by pulling out on the white trim part. So just grab right behind here and kind of pull out and forward. That releases all the clips right up underneath the light, and along the side, do the same on the driver's side. With all the clips and bolts removed, go ahead and grab the top of your grille, lift up and pull out. Now if you're gonna be replacing your grille, maybe this one got damaged or you're putting an aftermarket one on there, so you wanna remove the white piece from the grille. There's a whole bunch of clips. You can see them right here that hold that white trim piece in place. Go ahead and release those and this trim piece will come off. To remove the headlight, go ahead and remove the 4 bolts. They're all 10mm. 1 right here up front, you got 2 up top. The last one is right down here. So there's a tab right up top here that you need to lift this out that's holding it from falling out. Support the front of it so it doesn't slide out. And then just slide your tool under and that'll lift it right out. Now you have a harness to remove right here. It's just a black tab that you press down on and pull off and it'll disconnect right there. I've already went ahead and removed that. So we're up underneath the front of the truck right here, and this is the driver's side tire for orientation. Right there is the first bolt you need to remove. The second one is right here. This last one is right here, or the third one. There's 3 on both sides, and these are 15mm bolts. I've already went ahead and removed these. So 1, 2, and 3. Up top on the bumper, we have 8 additional bolts to remove. There are 4 on each side. There's 1 18mm, and there are 3 15mm. 1 right here, 1 right here, and then 1 right up here behind where your headlight would go. Now go ahead and remove those same 4 on the other side. All right, now that all those bolts are removed, you're ready to remove the bumper. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. Number 1, your tow hooks down here are going to get in your way. So if you start to take it off and you're like, what's holding me back? It's your tow hooks. You can get these off, but it's not easy to get to the bolts where they're located. And it is possible to get the bumper off without removing those. So unless you have a lot of time on your hands, I would recommend just leaving these in here and just working your way around them. Now, the way the bumper is sitting on here, it has like an L shape. So you can't pull the bumper directly out towards the front. You have to angle it back and get it up and over top of this backing plate right here. And of course, nothing would be easy. You can't lift it straight up because this bracket right here is preventing you from doing so. So what we're gonna do is angle the bumper back and then pull it up at an angle to remove it from the vehicle. Now you need to disconnect this harness. It has a red clip right here. So that red clip pushes back into that position. Now you're able to push down on this tab. So push down on that tab and then pull the harness apart. Now's the fun part. So remember, we're gonna angle this up and then pull it out. That's it, guys. That's how you basically remove the front end of your truck. Now I'm gonna be taking my truck to a body shop because of the little fender bender I had. And the next time you see it, it's gonna have a completely different look. It's gonna be similar, but it's gonna be different too. So I'm really looking forward to that and showing you guys what I'm gonna do with the front of my truck. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing. And we will see you guys here next time. I'm gonna have a lot more content coming on this truck, as well as our other vehicles. So be sure to check out the other videos we have up on the channel. See you guys here next time. Pete, stop the light. No. The cops found me. You probably need a lot of pick tools for this, or pry tools. And I stuck that right down the middle, right there behind this black trim piece, and that helped release a lot of the 3M tape that is also holding this in place.